Welcome to a new video. It's all about the Xiaomi 13 Ultra and its camera system, and especially the camera software, and why I think I might be wrong. I was wrong in evaluating this camera software, and why I think it is much better than the 13 Pro's camera software. I will show you right now in this video. So let's get started. So here we have the camera software itself, and yeah, it comes with the usual tips and tricks like documents, videos, photo, portraits, night and more. It has director's mode, which is quite cool, which allows you with various different devices like Xiaomi devices to create multiple video angles, which is quite a nice and unique feature that only Huawei offers currently to date. And then we have the Pro mode. What I missed out in this Pro mode, especially when you go to photos, is this little button here. It's also available on the 13 Pro, by the way. But here you can change tone, tonality, and texture. Texture here, I think on the 13 Pro it's called sharpness. So if I turn up the texture, we get a bit more sharpened up pictures. If I turn it down, we get a little bit softer pictures. So you can get or simulate the same that you can get with the Xperia 1 Mark V that I'm recording here with right now. So this is a possibility that I missed and did not see on the 13 Ultra and the 13 Pro. This is why I'm telling you about this right now, because someone mentioned that this is there and it's a bit hidden here. The other thing that I missed out is some other very important things, like for example under the options here we not only have a timer, we have an exposure verification where basically we have zebra stripes that show us when we are overexposing a certain area. But also what we have is a histogram that we can turn on, which is quite cool, a voice shutter, a watermark that we can turn on, and when we are going to video mode, what we will see here is that we not only have a histogram, we have a sonogram, we have audio zoom that we can turn on and off. And we have the lock option there. We can change the resolution to up to 8K if we want to. We have auto exposure settings that we can set up here, which is quite nice. And we have focus speaking, which is a nice option here that I didn't see previously. But under settings, we have even more option. And this is not only available for the Pro mode, but also the normal video mode and so on. So let me show you this. So we have the usual bits and pieces here, motion capture, which I find very interesting. So if you have issues with tracking your pet, your dog, your cat or your kid, you can turn this on, because this one will reduce the blur for certain subjects and objects, which is quite interesting. The 13 Pro also has this option here. Notify about orientation is nice. The other format is nice. Picture quality is something interesting, because on the 13 Pro we only had high. By default it's also high here on the 13 Ultra. But we have a new option called Super. And this will even improve the picture quality even more on the 13 Ultra. It will create larger pictures for sure, but you will get the best quality, even better quality. This is only for JPEG compression, I think, but still a very good option that we have this here. Then we have the fast shot option, which I didn't see in 13 Pro, which allows us to launch the camera and take a photo directly by double pressing the volume down button. There you can see it. And this is something very, very interesting, I think, for quick taking a shot. Video encoder and Dolby Vision is something that we saw on the 13 Pro as well. But what is new are audio settings. And this is something that I saw in many reviews, that people were complaining about no noise filter, no wind filter enabled for the Xiaomi 13 series. Xiaomi 13 Pro doesn't have this. Even the Xiaomi 13 doesn't have this. But the Ultra has this option. It's by default disabled because, yeah, you don't get this artificial kind of sound, but we have smart noise reduction that we can turn on, and this will reduce wind noises dramatically. Here you can see on listen to an original sound.
Always believe that something wonderful is about to happen. Always believe that something wonderful is about to happen. Always believe that something wonderful is about to happen.
And how it would sound with the noise reduction turned on, wind reduction turned on, which is quite cool. The other option that we have here is 3D sound that we can enable, turns on if you turn it on, you can recreate stereo surround sound effect, which is quite interesting for certain certain aspects when you're like in a stadium or something like this, and you want to capture not only the moment but also the sound there. And we have, of course, live in-ear monitor. I think this is also available on the 13 Pro. But this alone is a very nice feature and an improvement to the 13 Pro, which helps us a lot when it comes to recording video. And I will try this out, of course, and we'll give you a short demonstration right now. But in general, what this does is catapults the camera app score in my ranking to 0.3 points more than it was before. So we have now a 4.6 rating for the 13 Ultra. The 13 Pro gets a 0.1 raise because it has only certain features like the sharpness feature for the JPEGs that you can set up there. So how much it should sharpen up the picture. But all the other features here are specific to the 13 Ultra, like the audio wind filter feature that hopefully will come with an feature update to the 13 and 13 Pro, but it is not there yet. So this is why this year will have a higher camera score, and this allows it to climb up in the region of the Oppo Find X6 Pro, even I think beating the Oppo Find X6 Pro in certain areas in terms of the overall score, though the 13 Ultra is a bit weaker with its main camera lens than the Oppo Find X6 Pro still. So what do you think about these features? And yeah, I discovered them because someone was telling me about it, and I was rediscovering the menu then and taking a look at it a little bit more. So there's so many camera features and options there that, especially also with updates that will come into the camera app, that I might have to adjust my scoring of certain camera phones as well with each update. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And now let's take a look at the sample video. So it is quite windy right now. I don't know if you can see or hear it right now. And this is the voice filter or wind filter activate. Actually, it's like filtering out, like it says, wind and other distracting noises in the background or something like this. So what do you think about this? Is this a good improvement on the Xiaomi 13 Ultra? I think this is a game changer because there's so many videos that I saw. People were talking about it not having a good wind filtering system. It is just simply not enabled by default, and it's a smart wind filtering system, so I think they should enable it. So that means like it's not always on, only when wind is coming it is just simply intelligently turning on. And this is something that other manufacturers like Honor, Huawei, Oppo and so much more, they have it activated by default, and here it is not active by default, which is quite a shame, I would say. What do you think about the audio quality here on the Xiaomi 13 Ultra? That's everything for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, bye.